Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, the first topic that we will present to you is the proposal.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Habib bin Abdul Halim. I will explain to you about organizational background for our business. Printwork Solution is a leading provider of printing service based in Nilai Negeri Sembilan, which dedicated to delivering high-quality print solutions to individuals and business alike. Founded in 2014, Printworks has established itself as a trusted partner in the printing industry, offering a comprehensive range of printing service tailored to meet the diverse needs of our clients. And next we go to problem description. First problem is in order management without the central systems, it's hard to organize orders efficiently, leading to confusion over customer details, specifications, and deadlines. While in inventory management, printers risk running out of essential materials, causing delays in fulfilling orders and potentially losing clients without accurate records. And the second problem is customer management can become complicated without a database to store crucial information such as customer details, order history, and feedback. This lack of centralized storage makes it challenging to offer personalized service to clients, as well as in billing and invoicing. Manual billing processes are time-consuming and prone to errors, leading to delays in invoicing and difficulties in tracking payment. And third, without a centralized data storage system.
Next, we move to the functions of the proposed database system. First, we keep track of all of the orders of the customers, include what they want, what they need, and the requirement. Second, we watch over all the materials needed for the printing, like the paper and ink. It is include the stock and the raw materials. Next, we remember all the customers and include their contact details and what have they ordered before, so that our company will keep associated with the customers. Fourth, the functions of our proposed database system is to handle all the money stuff like the billings and the payment of the order. And the last one, we store a lot of the information that will help the printers and how we will see the thing are doing. So by looking at all the sales numbers and the customer feedback, we can figure out what's working well and what we need to be improved. As for the information to be managed in the database system, the first one is the customer fulfillment. Customer are welcome to place many or one orders. So the every order will be associated with the details and the description that have been requested. Next, the billing management. It is relatable to the inflows and outflows of the company. And then the third is the inventory management. Inventory management involve the stock management, the distribution, the purchasing, and the reordering of the stocks and raw materials. The last one is the process of tracking. It is include the tracking process, which is related to the print job status and also the shipment.
An ayah from the Quran, A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وأنفقوا في سبيل الله ولا تلقوا بأيديكم إلى التهلكة وأحسنوا إن الله يحب المحسنين. The meaning is, and spend what you have for upholding the religion of God, and do not deliberately throw yourself into the danger of destruction by being miserly, and improve as best as possible all your efforts and deeds, because indeed Allah loves those who try to improve their deeds. Surah Al-Baqarah verse 195.
Okay, next we continue with chapter 2.
which is our conceptual modeling. Which the first one is business rule. Okay, in our business rule, in printing business, one customer can place one or many orders, and one or many orders can be placed by one customer only. Second, each order is associated with one payment only, and one payment only associated with one order. Third, one order can include multiple print jobs, and multiple print jobs can be included in one order. Four, one print job can require many items from inventory, and many items from inventory are required by one print job only. And the last one is one or many orders can have only one delivery, and one delivery can have one or many orders. Okay, as you can see here, this is our ARD that we create from the business rule, which is the first one. It's come from the customer entity customer, which have the in entity customer we have the customer ID, phone number, name, and also the customer email. Then it goes to order, which customer can place the order. One customer can place one or many order, and in the order we have order ID, order date, order type, and order description. And in entity order, we go we link to three entity, which is payment, delivery, and print job. In payment, we have the payment ID, total amount, and payment date, and payment method, which is payment method cash or QR. And the total amount is the total of the order that the customer placed. And in print job, which come from the order. When customer place the order, we have the we must do the print job. So in print job, we have the attribute print job ID, printer number, which print which use which one printer, which one that use to do the print job, either Canon or absent or brother, which one. And we also state the status of the print job, either it's complete already or in processing, is still in processing. Okay, from the print job, we it's require the inventory check, which either the item is still available or not, and either it's need to reorder because of the stock not available. And in inventory, we state the inventory ID, the quantity that the stock have, the item available now, and the item name, and the reorder threshold. And lastly, the delivery, entity delivery, which come from the order. As I said before, one order can have one or many orders can have one delivery, and one delivery delivery can have one or many orders. And in delivery, we state the delivery ID, or we call as tracking number, and also the address of the customer, the courier type, and the status of the delivery, either it's complete or shipped or already received. Okay. Next we continue with our RDS, which come with which that we create from ERD. Okay. here we can see that the first table, first entity, customer, we have 4 column, which the primary key is the customer ID, and and second entity is order, which the primary key is order ID, and the foreign key is customer ID, which come from the customer entity customer. And in order entity, we have 5 column of attribute. Next, the entity payment entity, which the primary key is payment ID, and its foreign key is order ID, which come from order entity. And also the delivery table, delivery entity, which have the 5 column also, and its primary key is delivery ID, and its foreign key is order ID, and it's also come from the order entity. Number 5, the entity is print job, which the primary key is print job ID, and the foreign key is order ID also, which also come from the orders entity. And the last one is inventory ID, inventory entity, which the primary key is the inventory ID, and the foreign key is print job ID, which come from the print job entity. And most of it have 5 column, and that's it.
For database information, we have created a database table for each entity. First, customers. The customers table have 4 attributes. First, customers ID, name, email, and phone. And the primary key is customers ID. Second, we have orders table. We have 5 attributes. And first, order ID. Second, customers ID. Third, order date. Fourth, order type. And fifth, order description. And the primary key is order ID, and the foreign key is customer ID. And third, for payment table, we have 5 attributes. First, payment ID. Second, order ID. And third, total amount. Fourth, payment date. And fifth, payment method. The primary key is payment ID, and foreign key is order ID. And next, we go to print job. Print job have 4 attributes. First, print job ID. And second, order ID. And third, printer number. And fourth, status. And the primary key is print job ID, and the foreign key is order ID.
And then for the inventory table, the attributes here are inventory ID, print job ID, item name, quantity, and reorder threshold. The primary key here is the inventory ID, and the foreign key is print job ID. And the last one, for the table of delivery, the attributes are tracking number, order ID, courier type, address, and status. So the primary key is the tracking number, and the foreign key is order ID.
My name is Najah binti Azhar, and my metric number is 1221636. I will be presenting for the chapter 3, SQL code and database development. So firstly, we go to how to create a database statements. So the coding is, we write create database and then the database name, which is in our case printing service. And then we go to create table statements. So first, to create the table customers, we write create table customers, and then the columns are customer ID, name, email, and phone. And the primary key here is customer ID. And then for the orders table, we write create table orders, and then for the columns we have order ID, customer ID, order date, order type, order description, and the primary key here is order ID, while the foreign key is customer ID. And then the next table is payments table. We write create table payments, and then the columns are payment ID, order ID, total amount, payment date, payment method, and the primary key is payment ID, while the foreign key is order ID. Next, to create the table in inventory, we write create table inventory, and then the columns are inventory ID, order ID, item name, quantity, reorder threshold, and the primary key is inventory ID, while the foreign key is order ID. And then to create the last table, which is the delivery table, we write create table delivery, and then the columns are tracking number, order ID, courier type, address, status, and the primary key is tracking number, while the foreign key is order ID. Next, we go through how to insert record statement, which is how to put a new record or new value into a table. So firstly, we go to customers table. We want to put values into the customers table. It will be insert into customers, and then the columns, customer ID, name, phone, email, and then we put all the values according to the columns. And then we move on to the next table, which is orders. Same, we write insert into orders, and then the columns are orders ID, customer ID, order type, order date, and then the order description. And after that, we put all the values according to the columns. And then next, how to insert data into payments table. We write insert into payments, and then the columns are payment ID, order ID, total amount, payment date, and payment method. And then we put all the values. Next, to insert into print job table, we write insert into print job, and then the columns are print job ID, order ID, printer number, and status. And then put all the values also. And then next, we go to inventory table. So we write insert into inventory, and then the columns are inventory ID, item name, and quantity, reorder threshold, and print job ID. And then put all the values. And we go to the last table, which is the delivery table. We write insert into delivery, and then the columns are tracking number, order ID, courier type, address, and status. And then we put all the values. And then next, we go to the select statement to display records. So to display all records from the orders table, we write select all from orders, and then the output will be like this. And then we go to the next slide, which is distinct code. So the coding is select quantity from inventory, so it will display all the quantity that we have in the table. And then after we put the next coding, which is select distinct quantity from inventory, then it will be displaying all the distinct quantity only, which is it will not repeat the same quantity. Next, we go to this pattern matching. So for the SQL query code for pattern matching, we write select payment ID, total amount, payment date, payment method from payment, where payment method equals to cash. So here we will see only payment which is being done by cash only. And then lastly, we go to the last query, which is minimum, maximum, and average. So the SQL query code for this is we write select min, total amount, as minimum amount, max total amount as max amount, average total amount as average amount from payments. And then we will get the minimum amount of the price, and then the maximum amount, and the average amount.
Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.